Hey y'all, what's up? JamiThatsMe here. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back. Listen, we're about to go ahead and get into another review on Love During Lockup. So let us talk about this new season. We are on episode 2. I've already dropped the review for episode 1. So let's get into this, okay? First up, I want to go ahead and talk about Andrew and Candace because they don't got a whole lot going on in this particular episode, okay? So he pulls up outside the prison. Of course, he's on the phone with her. He's asking her, like, yo, can you feel me? She over there lying to him, yes, baby, I can feel you. Are you here? Yeah, I'm here. I'm outside. He's standing outside of the place or whatever like that. And then he asked her something else. Maybe that was the question that he asked her again. Something about whether she could feel him, how she's feeling, whatever it is. And basically, she goes into this spiel about her being an empath and her pretty much getting anxiety. She gets anxious when he asks her certain questions. Her hands starts to get a bit sweaty. What else did she say? And she begins to be overwhelmed. That's what she said. She begins to be overwhelmed. And listen, I think Miss Girl hands begin sweaty. She begin anxious and she gets overwhelmed because she's trying to figure out how she finna finesse and juggle the motherfuckers that she been over there talking to since she's been locked behind them damn bars. Because Andrew thinks he's the only person, and baby, you are not. Okay, this girl is finna play you like IDK what? Okay, I just hate that he feel like he got to do all of this to buy her damn love. But I'm like, just girl, let him do it. That's what he want to do, so we gonna let you do it. But they didn't have a whole lot going on this episode at all, so that's just what's going on with Andrew and Candace. Andrew is waiting for her to get out so that he can shower her with all of the things that he got her, like a whole new apartment that he finna pay for and that he done furnished, Louis Vuitton bags and all of this shit. Girl, she definitely hit a leak when she came up on Andrew's ass, okay? But I do hope that she genuinely likes him, but I just don't see it. I'm gonna have to see it to believe it because it's not there for me at this time. Okay, but y'all leave y'all thoughts and comments about it below. Let's go ahead and get to our next couple, and that is going to be Joey and Michael. Okay, now Joey and Michael, it's about time for Michael to get ready to meet his family. So Joey is going to do some type of FaceTime thing since his mom was coming back into town. Everybody wanted to be there together, so they're about to get ready to meet, or he's about to get ready to meet the parents. But when they was on the phone, they started talking about body counts and stuff. And what we learned is that since he's been locked up, and understand that Michael has been locked up a long periodically time at different times throughout his life. He's been in and out of trouble for 16 years or whatever. He over there talking about how he has a body count of only 7 people in prison. I said, I refuse to believe. Now, it could be very possible that you get 1 or 2 that you just stick with, but 7 people is what he said. But he was honest and said, when it comes to being on the outside, I got over 100 body count. Okay. And then, Joey wanted the exact number. He's like, listen, I'm over 40. You got to know that it's higher than 100. Like, I just, basically, Michael is being honest about being a hoe and a thought. Listen, I'm not trying to come down on him, but I am. Joey, if Michael is telling you all the people that he smashed, and you also say he has a high sex drive, you got to be a fool to think that this man is not smashing on somebody else in prison. Okay? And I feel like that's going to be one of the secrets that you're not going to know about, and one of his boos is going to end up getting out too. Okay, that's what I think is gonna happen. I think y'all gonna have y'all cute little season, and then by next season, his boo gonna be getting out, and then that's gonna be a 3-way relationship that y'all gonna have to figure out. But also, you over here smashing this man that has a very super high body count and also has a history of doing drugs and being an addict. That is concerning. Okay, make sure that you're getting checked out or whatever the case is, because that is heavily concerning. Now, I think Joey asked him something about smashing, I guess other people, or if he was gonna stop. And then Michael said, I'm done if you're done. I said, what the fuck? You gonna stop smashing people if he's smashing people? I said, baby, that is enough for you to know this man has a boo on the inside, boo or booze. Period. He's been getting it in the past few months that his ass has been locked the hell up. Understand? Okay, so you will be fooled to sit up there and just think that y'all good. Y'all not, okay? I mean, y'all good, but it ain't good, good. You know what I'm saying? Because he over there getting that good, good while he locked up, all right? So he ends up meeting the family. Joey lets him meet the family. Everybody seemed to be nice for the most part, which was cool. The dad seemed to be pretty cool with him. They learned that Michael was on drugs. Now, this is before the meetup, I believe. They learned that Michael was on drugs or whatever he had going on. And because Joey also has a history of doing drugs and all of that, they feel like this may not be such a great idea for y'all to be with each other. I kind of agree. I don't know if this is going to be a good thing. Now, I don't know if you would consider this trauma bonding or whatever, but when Michael was down, maybe not, but when Joey was down and out, Michael was there to support him, encourage him, uplift him, and all of that, right? So that is why he's so drawn towards him, on top of the attraction that he has towards him. But I just don't think this is good. I do feel like he's going to send you back down that path of depression, of doing drugs. And you might not make it out of it this time. Like, I just don't think this is a healthy relation. I don't think ultimately, I was hoping so, but as I watch episode 2, I don't think this is a good thing. I don't think y'all are going to last. I don't think it's safe. I think that he's going to put you through the ringer while you're in the relationship. And once you get out of the relationship, it's going to send you down another road of depression and probably doing drugs and stuff, because you're going to be reflecting on all of the energy and the work you put into this person. And I just, I hate that for you, boo. I do. I just, you might need to cut your losses now. But I know you're going to hang in there, especially for the sake of this show. Joey, there are plenty of men out here that's probably in your DMs right now, ready to, get to know you on that level. Hello. And willing to treat you a little better than Mr. Michael. So I don't know. I don't know. I'm praying for you, Joey. This ain't good. Nah, he did relapse already, and the sister was so messy as hell because she brought it up at the family table, okay? Of course, the family met him. Everything was cool. It was what it was. They sat down to have dinner. Sister brings up the fact that this nigga done relapsed in the past. Baby, the family didn't know about it. Okay. And I was like, sister, ooh, girl, you was wrong as hell for putting that man on blast. But I'm here for it because they need to know at the same time. I know that's cringeworthy, but she's not lying. Like, they need to know what's going on with you, okay? And you have a support system. I just hope that you know that you really have a support system. These people really do love and care about you. But when you're going through your depression phase and you feeling lonely and you in your head mentally, all of that sometimes don't even matter, but I do think Michael is a horrible influence. I would like for them not to be together. The dad almost got me to being teary-eyed right with him when the sister pretty much outed the fact that Joey had relapsed on drugs, and the daddy was just like, he didn't know about that. He was like, damn, that really hurts me to hear that or whatever. Yeah. That's what the dad said. The dad could only think about how when he was in the hospital, when he was having all these convulsions and they thought that they lost him, he said he just goes back to that place and he could remember when Joey was telling him how lonely he was and stuff like that. So it's sad, I just hope that he knows he has a support system and that Michael doesn't have to be your end all, everything. Okay. I don't know if I see them lasting. I mean, I see them lasting if Michael is willing to do the work and get the necessary help that he needs to get, but I don't know if Michael is going to do that. So we shall see, honey. Get luck. Let's keep going. Who do I have up here next? Okay, let's talk about Ayana. All right, let's get into Ayana and the Jamal of it all. Okay, so Ayana, I believe that this is the time where she's having to go and meet with a therapist, which I am here for. I don't know how that works when you're caught under the influence or you got to go to a behavioral situation with somebody or whatever, when they send y'all to these meetings, what that looks like. So I'm glad that I get to see what that looks like with her having this DUI situation and the public defender suggesting that she actually goes to see a therapist, because that's what Miss Ma'am needs. Okay. Because she's still out here stripping. Not that anything is really, wrong with it, but I just don't think it's paying her like it should. I just don't think it's really giving her the coin, because it's, anyway, girl. So, anywho, we learned that her dad was not in her life, as many people, have not had their fathers in their lives. So, she talks about that. She says that she's been a broken girl and she feels as though Jamal is going to be the one to put her pieces together as he's putting her pieces together now. And I said, how the fuck is he going to put your damn pieces together when he over there trying to figure out his own damn pieces to his life? Who probably didn't have a damn dad his damn self. So how he gonna help with your pieces? And he over there locked up behind bars and he got to figure his own shit out. So I'm like, girl, that's probably gonna be grounds for y'all relationship not working right there. Not granted, it's gonna be that piece of karma from you stealing him from your friend. But then also you're probably gonna hold him accountable and responsible for a lot of stuff when it comes to your mental or whatever and your broken pieces. And that man probably gonna be like, girl, we don't know if he can handle all of that. That man probably gonna be like, I can't deal with your shit, am I? Yikes. Well, hate to hear it, but he probably gonna tell you that, girl, and then you gonna be stuck out here like Chuck. So if that's what you want to do, then get locked. And now she did get a call from I believe the public defender, and the public defender told her that the judge's schedule changed up, and because the schedule changed up, the court date is moving to another date, and that's the date that she actually was expecting to go see Jamal in prison or wherever he's at. And I'm just like, girl, once again, when she comes on my screen, I have to be honest in this moment, and she gets all teary-eyed and she whines and this and that, I do not be caring. I do not be caring. I don't feel sorry for this young lady by far. I hope that she gets it together and that she figures out her fucking life. And you know what kills me softly? And this is probably why she's been getting picked up and dropped off, because her license about got suspended with that DUI situation. What kills me, y'all? And y'all let me know. And some of y'all might do it. So, girl, if they hit, I'm going to let them hit. But listen, I do not like parents that smoke cigarettes or weed and then have their children in the vehicles. That irritates the fuck. Like, I don't see how y'all do that. I do not see how y'all expose your kids to that. Like, if they had a choice, they probably wouldn't want to be around none of this shit. Some parents smoke in the car with their kids, which it's just not my thing. Some people may smoke weed around their kids. It's just not my thing. The biggest issue too is even when y'all don't smoke it around your kids, if y'all are smoking it in the car, it still has that smoked out smell. So those kids have to get in that damn car and ride with y'all wherever the hell it is that y'all go, smelling like weed or smelling like fucking smoke because they parents smoke too fucking much. And then it gets all in their clothes and shit. And then you be sending them off to school. And this ain't no, so like, I just can't. I mean, that's part of the reason why I'm like, girl, don't tell me SHI about your motherfucking children and how you want to make sure that you working and you doing this and that and that you got everything that you need to have for your kids. And I ain't got to ask you for nothing and this, that, and the other. They always got what they need and all. Don't tell me nothing about that if you can't be wise enough to know that you shouldn't be high driving down the damn road. Okay, knowing that it could potentially take you from your kids if you got pulled over or whatever the case is. And then why you want to be that damn high? If you so high and the officer can smell it in your car, then when you picking your kids up from school or wherever you getting them from, they got to go and smell like weed too. Like, I don't like this shit. That's just me though. Some of y'all might condone it. I do not condone this shit. I think that's whack in my personal. And I hate to see it. I hate when people do shit like that. So yeah, I don't feel sorry for this she got going on, but I definitely hope that she learns a lot. And I really hope the judge requires her to continue to see this therapist for at least a year. At least a year. Like, girl, work it out. Get that mental right. Do what you need to do and know that there are other ways and other things out here. So yeah, we'll see how that's gonna play out. Like Miss Ayana, honey, let's go ahead and get into Miss Tenny and Rob, because baby, what's interesting is Rob over there FaceTiming her. Oh, I guess he did FaceTime her to talk to her because she was in the bathroom, and obviously the cameras can't go into the bathroom. I'm like, girl, y'all definitely be living y'all life through the virtual lens. But I'm like, he act like he can't see you on the camera and talk to you, but again, ain't no cameras in the bathroom. She said there are no cameras in the bathrooms and there are no cameras in her children's rooms, okay? But there are cameras everywhere else on the property, and he can see that. Okay, so that's probably why they were on FaceTime. Going to the living room, they still on FaceTime, and they are doing a morning workout together. She says that they always work out together. I beg to differ and disagree, but if that's what you're saying, okay. Now, this is what the big secret was, and it was this dramatic ass secret that made no sense. And the dramatic ass secret was that I need you to go and meet my mama for lunch. What? That was the secret? I'm holding a secret from her. How was that holding a secret? No, you should have said I have a question for her. And I blame Love during lockup because y'all always trying to play it up like these people got these big dramatic ass secrets. Whole time he just got a silly ass question. Okay. So she's not really interested in meeting the mama. They've been on bad terms for about 3 years or so. She says that it all is over money. Okay. They gave the mama some money at one point, and then the Rob came back and told Teeny to get the money from the mom. Teeny didn't necessarily want to do it, but following her husband's orders, that's what she did. She went back, requested the money back from the mom. The mom gave her the money back. Not only did she give her the money, she also gave her an exchange of words and went off on her ass. And ain't been fucking with a sense, okay? So there's that. Now, my question is, what was your weak ass son telling you? And I'm not going to say that man weak, but girl, what was your son telling you? Because if Teeny requested the money back, I know you got on the phone with your son and started talking SHI about his lady, going off about her. So then my question becomes, what was he telling you? Did he not at any moment tell you, well, mama, it was me that requested that back? Or did he let you continue to talk SHI about his lady, knowing that he was the one that asked her to get the money from you? I'm just trying to understand what's the really good. Okay? That's all I was trying to understand. Because, girl, what? Didn't like that. So the mama ain't been fucking with her or anything. Ain't been rocking with her. And according to Teeny, the mama does not know that the son was the one that requested it. All right. So eventually they do go and meet up. They link up with each other. And mama is like, why you want to meet now? And Teeny is like, well, girl, I want to meet you because your son said that it's about time that we meet because he the one that's going to come up out of prison. Okay. So he feels like that's what we need to do. And the mama's like, okay, well, I could deal with my son because I'm going to always have to deal with him because he's mine and he came out of me and I'm going to do what it is that I want to do when it comes to that. But when it comes to him bringing people into our lives, girl, I'll evaluate that at a later time because, I ain't really fucking with you like that for real, girl, because, I don't really like how shit went down. And you know that. Okay. So then Teeny tells her, well, you do know that it was his idea to begin with, right? You do know that it was your son. So then the mama is like, well, regardless of who decision it was, you still could have told me that it was him. Okay. You could have told me that. You didn't tell me that. And that's what I'm wondering. And I'm like, did she not tell you that? Because ain't no way my husband for to tell me to ask some of his mama and I not be like, oh, your son wanted, that's me. Your son wanted me to ask you to da-da-da-da-da. Especially if I know she finna be mad. Why I gotta sit up there and put my name on the line. I need her to know who to be upset with. Your child. Okay? Because we know you ain't gonna be mad with him for long. No, ma'am. Your son said that he wants you to send that back. I don't know why he ain't asked you. I guess the lines is tied up or something. But that's what he said. I don't know why she didn't lead with that to begin with. All right. What else happened? Teeny said, well, I did send you a gift. Like, you ain't get it. The mama said, girl, I got that weak ass gift. I did. But guess what? It wasn't good enough for me. Okay? That's what it's giving. It was not good enough for me. So the mama said, listen, I'm over here hurt. I'm hurt because, look at the kind of car you driving. Look at the kind of car you driving. I'm over here motherfucking struggling. Understand? I'm the one over here struggling. Y'all over there living real good. I'm the one at home taking care of my mama and all of that. But for some reason, my son locked up behind bars and he over here living better than me. Him and his motherfucking wife. And then y'all done went, got married and everything and didn't include me and nothing like, nah, I feel away. I don't like none of this shit y'all got going on, okay? So I don't really know how to feel about mama. I don't really know how to feel about her. It's giving, ma'am, are you jealous? Ma'am, you just want your son to take care of you. And I'm not saying that he shouldn't, but I do feel like he's not obligated to at the same time. Okay? So why is you even mad? But yeah, so then she goes on and then she throws up the X in her face. Throws up the X into Teeny's face. And I felt like that was messed up and I would have got up and left too. Like, girl, okay, let me go ahead and go. All right. She was like, see, when he was with X, Y, and Z, everything was all good because X, Y, and Z would make sure that we're good. X, Y, and Z would check on us. X, Y, and Z would do this. She would do that. She'll make sure I'm in a good financial situation and all of that. But since you done got with him, like, y'all don't really look out for me like old person, X person used to look out for me, this, that, and the other. But see, here's my thing. Mama don't know a lot. And a lot of times I feel like mamas have a view of their sons that they don't want to let go of and not want to consider the fact that your son is a fucking problem. The nigga is literally locked behind bars, ma'am. And this is where I'm going with that. Did you ever consider the fact that the reason your son and the ex could have broken up could have been because she was doing too much financially for you? Possibly. And probably doing stuff and he didn't ask her to do. I don't know, but I'm just saying that could have possibly had something to do with it. Now you got somebody, teeny, who's in full support of him and it's his money. And if he's like, don't do this and don't do that, she probably like, who the hell am I to send, like, that's your money. Who the hell am I to take your money and go put it over here, put it over there, da 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 da. All I'm getting to is that the root of all issues, I really feel like is your son. While you over here trying to praise this one and put this one down and this and that, and the other, put the accountability where it needs to go. And I feel like it needs to go to your motherfucking child, in my personal. You over here mad at Teeny because she got a nice car or whatever the case is. She over there living good. Your son locked up and all this and that. You need to be on the phone with your son asking where the hell does he get the money at and why he ain't get you a new car because you over there barely making it. I don't know, but you might want to dip over there, okay? Now, what Teeny lets us know is that he owns a business with his brother. So I guess his brother, like most brothers do, child, okay, when they got a sibling locked up or whatever, girl, and they got a business together, they will definitely be putting up. So when that person comes out, they are squared away, they are set. And according to Teeny, Rob has a savings account, and I don't know how long that savings account has been built up or how long they've been doing their thing, but they have been doing it. And that man finna come out with a check because he already been stacking up, period. So, this is interesting. Now, I don't know if this is a brother by way of the dad that's not a son of the mom's, or if this is the mama's son and his brother. And if that's the case, then why your other son ain't giving your ass no money? So I just feel like it's more details that we need to learn about this particular situation. I just feel like all the energy that she was giving to Teeny, she needs to get to her motherfucking child. And we know that she's never going to do that because she hasn't done it. Okay. Teeny gets up and leave. The mama's like, why you leaving? We talking now. She's like, I'm not finna talk about that shit. You're not finna sit up here and continue to disrespect me and all of that. Girl, like, no, I'm finna go. I am finna go. Goodbye. And I don't blame her for getting up and getting the hell up off the table. I really don't, girl. I sure don't. But let's go ahead and get on to the next thing. Okay, so let's talk about Shante and True. Girl, they say True only dates women that ain't black. Hello? And he don't date them like that. So now the people is over here wondering, like, why you over here with my good sis, Miss Shante or whatever? Why you over here with her? What you see in her? Do you really like her like that? I'm wondering, child. Now, they're saying that he's been in jail for robbery, and I believe he's been in there for about 13 years now. They also let us know that Miss Shante done spent about 30 racks on this man since he's been locked up. Now, I cannot recall how long they've been dating. I do believe they've been engaged for about 1 year and 9 months, so they could have been dating a little longer than that. Not sure. But this is how he proposed, y'all, and I'm going to let y'all judge this accordingly. So she says that I guess she was on the phone with him one day and he proposed to her. Somehow he connected with her son, who was 16 or so, however old her son is. Maybe he was 14 at the time, whatever. Connected with her son, okay. Told the son he wanted to propose, whatever the case is. How they bought a ring, how that happened, I don't know. But he proposed to the mama. The son got down on his knee on behalf of that man and put the ring on his mama's finger on behalf of that man. And according to Shante, she felt like he did it right because she doesn't have a dad and the only man for him to go through would be her son. And I'm like, I understand him needing to have the approval of your child. I do get that part, but your child getting down on that knee on behalf of this man to propose, like, I just feel like that could have been a better way. I don't think no knees could have been like nobody had to get on their knee. I feel like what could have happened was the son could have had a box. They could have did a cute little setup or something at the house, and he could have told her, he could have did a whole treasure hunt or something at the house to find the ring. Or he could have said, I got a box for you. Walk over to that box. And when you look inside, give me 1 second. I have a whole box, and when you go over there, look inside, read the card or whatever the case is, and then he could have asked her the question. She opened up the box, saw the ring, whatever. Like, you know what I'm saying? I understand them wanting to have the kids involved in some capacity, but I just did not. Something about that. I ain't like. But y'all let me know. Y'all may find it romantic, child. Y'all may rather it be that way. But let me know. All right. Now, what we also learned is that she moved from Kansas City, Missouri to Missouri. I guess it's Missouri City, whatever. She moved from Kansas to Missouri. And the reason why she did that was to be closer, I guess, to him. So when he gets out, all he has to do is just move in with her versus him having to get a clearance to move to Kansas, which would take about a year for that to happen. Okay. So, that was interesting. I was like, okay. I mean, I guess it ain't that bad because some people have moved across states just to be with somebody and all of that. So I guess 20 minutes ain't that bad. And then the sister gonna come to the house, and I ain't really like this part. The sister was like, really? So you really gonna move 20 minutes away from me? It's like BITCH. You act like she moved 20 miles, like 20,000. Like, girl, you act like she done moved how many away from you? 25. Like, it's not that. Like, you making it seem like 20 minutes is that major of a deal, and it's really not to me. Okay. So she's like, oh, so you really gonna move 20 minutes away? Like that's really what we gonna do? Like, I hope it's worth it. Is it worth it? Moving all the way over here and leaving me like that. And it's like, girl, you can move over here if you want to. Like, girl, calm down, okay? So, anywho, she does say something that I did. Like, Miss Ma'am said, oh, I hope that he starts sacrificing for you the way that you over here doing for him. Basically, I hope he do for you like you do for him. Listen, she ain't never lied about that one. I sure hope he does, but we already know how this typically pans out. What else happened? The sister was like, this is interesting, you know, because he don't date black women. So I really do wonder, like, what's his thing with you? Why all of a sudden he's attracted to you? So that's another key, girl. If this man don't date black women or whatever like that, that man was like, let me get to know her so she can put some money on my books. I mean, I'm sure there's some type of care. I'm sure he has grown some type of care towards her with them talking the amount of years that they have talked. But I also feel like it's heavily driven by who's going to take care of him, period. And we know that she is. Okay. So there's that. She's showing us enough to show that she is going to take care of this man. But either way, honey, good luck. That's what's going on the episode. Y'all let me know y'all thoughts about everything, especially this Shante and what's his name? True situation. I want to know y'all thoughts about Teenie and the mother-in-law. And if y'all feel like y'all was on the mama side, or if y'all felt like, you know, y'all blaming the son, or what's really going on with that whole dynamic. But leave your thoughts and comments down below about everything that we just talked about. I am Jami, that's me. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share my videos. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter at JamiThatsMe, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.
King of my city and cul-de-sac. Coming out swinging like soldier rag. Leading my people like quarterback. Boy, I study this shit, I'm an almanac. Had to get up and grind. Knowledge is booming, I'm here to apply. Came with the chip and the dip, it just single the mind. We finna do more than survive. I need my check. Spinning the block for the Gouda. We hitting the jeweler to flood out the net. We don't do beef for computers, I'm straight out the sewer. We come when you rest. Niggas be looking perplexed, so keeping my foot on their neck. No map, I trust my gut for the quest. But drama, I'm fully abreast. I was ready for years and they doubted me. All of a sudden they tell me they proud of me. I've been dropping these haters like calories. Cross them out, I came back with some boundaries. Stand for my honor, but you run no corner. Packing the stick with a drummer.